Hello everybody, this is the XG Firestorm, and today I'm bringing you some World of Tanks gameplay in one of the three Russian Tier 6 heavy tanks, the KV-85. How good is it? Well, let's see. It has a whole armor of 75 millimeters in the front, around here. What that really means is you're going to be doing very well in these Tier 4 games, because they don't have much penetration, but as soon as you start getting to those Tier 6, Tier 7, and God forbid, Tier 8 games, you're not going to be doing very well with your armor. And you have a substantial amount of health for these lower tier games, 870, so you can be able to take a good amount of those shots. So this is Fisherman's Bay. We're going to be driving up to the middle around H4, and then we're going to be seeing if we can support our allies around here. So this tank also has 100 millimeters of turret armor on its front. So if you can get this thing hull down, you'll be doing pretty well in these lower tier games. But the problem is trying to get this tank hull down. It only has 3 degrees of gun depression, so you're not going to be able to work those ridge lines properly. So you really, with this tank, you have to get up close and personal to get those good shots in, or be really patient with your shots and just stay on hopefully flat ground. And there we take our first shot from the enemy artillery. We'll be trying to deal with him later in the game. We missed our clutch shot at the M5 Stuart there, and there are 2 top tier guns on this tank. There's a 100mm, which is what I'm using. That has a 2060 DPM on it, and its standard EP shells do 250 damage. Well, we get the shot right into the back of the M5 Stuart, getting our first kill of the game. So the standard AP shells on this gun do 250 alpha damage with 170 millimeters of penetration. Has a rate of fire of 8.23 and an aim time of 2.6 seconds, which is pretty good since its reload time will allow you to properly aim again. So we're looking for that Panzer III. We're not going to be able to get it, but we see the Lukes. We're going to see if he'll come out of his little corner there. Oh, the M5 Stuart is charging past the windmill, trying to pull a fast one right into the back of the M5 Stuart for a nice clutch shot. And the gun dispersion on this gun is not too bad. It's about average at 0.36. And there's another top tier gun you can get on this tank, the 122mm, and we take another shot from the artillery. We're looking for the Lukes. He's just hiding behind the house. So this 122mm does 390 alpha damage, and it has 175 millimeters of penetration, which is absolutely going to dominate these lower games. Unless you're surrounded, because this gun only has 3.13 rounds per minute, and has a DPM, again, of 1220, which is 800 less than the 100mm. We see the M4 right into the side of the M4, but he hits us with his high explosive gun. He looks to be using the dirt gun. We're seeing if we hit the Stug. Decide to finish off the M4, put it right into his turret, and he's dead. Now we're going to be seeing if we can support our allies around that part of the map. We get bounced off by the Stug, though. We're trying to see if we can hit the Su-76. We can't. We see the Stug, put a shot right into him. And the 122mm, sure, it's 390 alpha damage. Its aim time is 3.45, which probably not going to be too worried about. Oh, would you believe it? We bounce off the gun of the Su-76 FT. But the 122mm gun has a dispersion of 0.48. So sure, you're going to be able to one-shot some of these tier 4s, but you may not be able to if they're moving fast, because those rounds are not going to be always going where you're aiming. About half the time, they're going to be going flying off. So now we're waiting for the Su-76 to reappear, and instead we look over there, see if we can get rid of that deadly Su-100, that Tier 6 Russian tank destroyer with a fantastic gun force here. But we find the Cromwell, put a round right into him, causing just above average damage on our 100mm gun. Looking for the Su-100, still can't get him. We see the Cromwell, he's hiding behind the body of our M5 Stuart. We take the shot, and we find him. So this tank has an okay power to rate ratio of 13.09 and an okay view range of 340. We find the shot into the Su-76G, tracking him. And it looks like he did not use his repair kit, so we're going to fire again at his last position. And we finish him off, getting our 6th kill of the game and securing the top gun. We see that deadly Su-100 put a round right into him. This tank is pretty decent in how it works at lower tiers. So again, once you get to those higher tier games, it's not the best, and we finish off that tier 100. And this map, Fisherman's Bay, works pretty well for this tank because there aren't too many ridge lines to work around in the middle of the map, or especially in the town. So the depression won't factor. And there's that SVG that's been causing us so much pain in this game. We take a shot. And he is dead. That brings us over 1,860 damage in this game. So the rest of the game, we don't see the last tank that it gets killed by our allies. But this is still a great game for the KV-85, racking up just over half of the enemy's team's deaths. So let's go check the post-game stats. We see from our heroic victory today that we earned over 24,000 credits, almost 2,000 experience, and 6 bonds. We get a first-class tanker, not quite an ace, but pretty good still. We get a Top Gun, and a Radley Walters medal for 8 kills of the enemy team. We get the Tank Sniper medal for hitting most of our shots, above 85%, and we get the High Caliber for over 2,000 damage. We also managed to earn a bit of a profit this game, earning about 18,000 credits after resupplying our ammunition and repairing our vehicle. Because the ammo on this tank, not too expensive when you're just using those standard AP rounds on that 100mm gun. Well, thank you everybody for watching, and if you enjoyed that, please like, subscribe, and favorite. It really helps out. And also check out the other videos I have on this channel, as well as check out the DX3 clan. Hope to see you guys next time.